Hey guys, welcome to D3D Stage 6. This run here is going to be a no enemy turn run, and it's going to feature Paine BT because I just broke down, couldn't resist temptation, so I pulled for Paine on the last day of a banner, so I really do have to use her. And this is a great run to show how Paine Pumice decks can really be broken, because Paine and Twins is a very potent combo, and I will include a timestamp in the video description to show you how destructive Twins really can be when he has multiple consecutive turns. The third character that I use here is Krile, and really there's a lot of flexibility here. The only thing you need for the third character is the ability to charge the force gauge. So any character that can do that works. It doesn't really have to be Krile. I would recommend though that your force gauge charger is also someone that you have an ultimate weapon for, because that extra bit of damage does make a difference. So if you don't have Krile, use anyone else that can charge the force gauge. I think the only one that wouldn't work is Hope, unfortunately, because Hope gives the entire party shell and protect, and with those buffs then there's no more room for the Pumice stacks on Twins. But other than that, almost every other force gauge charger works. Now in terms of the starting turn order, all you really need is Paine starting first, and you can remove speed passives on the other two characters to make it more likely for this to happen. I will also list the passives that I removed in the video description, so you can check that out as well. And at the start, what you want to do with Paine before going BT plus is to use the Rain's base call to pull Twins' turn back so that Twins will act right after Paine, and this will line up the turn order perfectly for the rest of the run. Now very importantly here, because you are manipulating the HP poison and the Pumice stacks, and yes, even the HP poison is very relevant here, you want Paine to be in the middle. Do not put her on the left, do not put her on the right. Also on Twins' turn, you want to use both the call abilities on top of his BT plus. If you do that, then your third character, in this case Krile, will start her turn with 3 stacks of Pumice, which grants her 1 instant turn. So for that reason, you must use both call abilities on Twins. On Krile's turn, I had her start with her LD, and the LD leads to a launch because she's been buffed by hero support. This bit of damage is relevant. The damage here is a little bit tight because the goal here is to bring the boss to 49% by the end of Paine's BT mode, so that the boss will summon the rest of the enemies. Anyway, once Krile has charged the force gauge to 100%, you can just use the LD call. In this case I use FuSoYa, and then you can pass the turn to Paine using EX. Now this is quite key. Paine should have 3 to 4 stacks of Pumice, so she has 1 instant turn. Firstly, you want to use the Rain's LD call so that you enable launch on Paine. Right after that, you can immediately go into force time with Paine, and this will lock the boss's force time and prevent the boss from entering their own force time. With 10 turns of force remaining, go immediately into BT mode. Do not do anything else, just go straight into BT mode. If Paine has a 5/5 sword ultimate weapon, this entire BT mode should be sufficient to bring the boss below 50%. In this run, it brought the boss to 48%, so there is a tiny bit of leeway. If it doesn't, it's not a run ender, but if it doesn't and the boss is just shy a few percent, what I would recommend is to pop summon right after BT mode, because you want to use Paine's force echoes when there are 3 enemies in the field to maximize the damage and to also enable launch on all 3 enemies.
調子に乗るなよ。この力で闇の制裁を。チャチャチャチャンス。任せて。反撃開始。やるぞ。受けてみな。ぬるいよ。このとどめだ。
Okay, so you exit BT mode with 3 turns of force remaining. Paine will get an instant turn here because she has the Pumice stacks, so this is a great chance to use her force echoes, and it hits all 3 enemies for some nice damage. Finally, we are now on Twins' turn and get ready for some insane damage. First off, notice that Twins has 9 stacks of Pumice feathers, so we are going to make full use of this. Start off with 1 LD. This is going to be a free turn since he's buffed with the Pumice stacks. Now if you want, you can wait one more turn to pop summon and instead just use Twins FR here. But the reason I pop summon here instead of 1 turn later is just to save on the turn count so that this becomes a 6 turn run. The key to Twins is to alternate between LD and FR, because as far as the Pumice stacks go, you can't take more than 1 consecutive turn. The good thing though is Twins FR is instant turn. So by using the FR, you essentially reset so that the next LD you use will trigger the Pumice stacks and give Twins another turn again. Unfortunately, Boss A died. I would have liked if Boss A is still alive because 3 enemies actually makes Twins stronger. But at this rate, it's close enough and Twins will be able to close out the fight. That is some sweet damage. This is the last instant turn from the Pumice stacks, and just nice Twins has 1 more LD. Unfortunately, you are out of force time, but the boss is close enough to death, so this should be very close to killing off the bosses. Last boss at 1% health, so Krile should be able to finish off the fight. Even if the boss enters force time, it's not the end of the run because the boss's force attack doesn't do HP damage. And the boss will get an instant turn ability after you take an action in force time. However, the boss is debuffed with HP silence, and taking the instant turn will also trigger Krile's trap to finish off the boss, so there is a little bit of leeway here. Anyway, I hope the video has been helpful, and if you enjoyed the run, do leave a like, comment or subscribe, it really helps a lot. Till then, I'll see you guys in the next Dare to Defy stage. Bye!